Hey Pisces, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for August 15th, 2022. This is for Pisces, something wanted to jump out last shuffle. So, it flipped out and flipped right back in. That was beautiful. Your higher self in conflict. So your higher self may want you to call attention to a red flag. Because if your higher self is telling you there's a conflict between what you're feeling and what's going on, then there might be a red flag at play. Okay, because your higher self is the heart chakra energy, highest vibration of all. They are coming from that place. Oh, let me tell you something here. There's a conflict with the bond that you may have and the freedom that you may. It's a bond and freedom. There's freedom and bondage is the conflict. Let's find out what that's about, because this is all major arcana, and justice and the fool is all about freedom. Right? Sometimes justice is in between. It could be about bondage, but it could also be about freedom. But I will say about justice, look at this. Majors. Okay, Pisces, you never disappoint. Your higher self with the Fool, Justice, Hermit, Judgment. Your higher self is trying to call attention to a situation that you find yourself in repeatedly. They're saying, listen, you do a lot of deep digging within your own self, right? And then you feel like you're doing what's right and you take risks. But the deal is that this situation, they're asking a question. Do you feel lighthearted? If you were to measure your motives against a feather, would your heart be light? Are you doing things because of another person to make, because you may feel guilty, right? If you're doing things out of guilt, if you're doing things out of remorse, a sadness, a fear, then that's what they're calling attention to. This is your burden. This is the devil. The devil is the one who bonds you based off of fear, worry, regret, shame. And they're asking you, why are you doing what you're doing? When you're taking a risk and making decisions, when you're leaping, why are you leaping? Are you running away from something, or are you truly excited about it? Okay, they're not playing about this. Because honestly, I think this is the first time I've ever seen majors all the way through. But the conflict is listening to your intuition versus what you feel stuck and bonded to. And the bondages, like I said, are are you staying around or doing something out of guilt? Are you staying around and doing something out of sadness and shame? Are you afraid to do something else? All of that. They're calling you to the carpet, and I love it. It's in the most beautiful way. And I feel moved to tears almost a little bit. Woo, get it together. The conflict is your the high priestess would be your energy, first of all. Are you listening to your inner voice? Your inner voice may already be telling you, get away from a situation. Your higher self may be telling you all this, the same thing. I'm only in this situation because I feel guilty. And then your intuition is saying, I'm being shut out by this devil energy, but I'm telling you already what you should be, you need to get away, or you need to do something that is follow your intuition, right? Voices may be talking to you and it's hard to hear because what's drowning you out is the devil. Is your heart light? Is the justice, everybody goes, oh, justice, right? And we're thinking, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not blah, blah, blah. And really, truly, she is weighing your heart against a feather. What was your motives? Was your heart heavy? She doesn't even see it. She's not even hearing the case. She's just like, give me your heart, put the feather here, right? And I hate to say something heinous like murder, right? It's just, everyone's like, oh, you should not kill. It's like, but if you killed someone in the name of freeing your children, your heart's light on that. You could do that and wake up the next day and be like, kill him again. then justice is balance the scales, kind of energy. So it's not just as cut and dry. So they're trying to figure out, can they weigh your heart against your motives and what situation you feel blocked or you feel stuck in? Will your heart balance out? Because you may be stuck there with a heavy energy of guilt and all that other stuff. It's just tough. Planning and action, Page of Swords, Queen of Cups, and planning and action energy would be about you watching rather than throwing your heart into into something. You're like, probably this is more of an energy of, I don't know, I'm riding the fence. I don't know if I should even plan this and take action on this, because I'm like, you're not sure, you're indecisive. And it all started because of professional assistance, Nine of Wands, and the Moon. It may be this, right? It could be someone, or it could be your triggers, right? And they may be triggers that you don't even recognize. Like, where did this come from, right? You may be all fine and dandy, and then something, like somebody says something, or a song comes on the radio, or something just pops out, and then it triggers you to feel a certain way. Like, why am I here? Why am I doing this? Why am I in this situation? And it's like, I feel like I'm just existing. It would be your own experiences, whereas the professional assistance, like your own experiences, like higher self is here. That is like, your higher self is like almost a separate entity from your 3D body and who you are in this 3D body. And it's like your own self is saying, you're just pushing through. How? And you know what I mean, with the Moon and the Nine of Wands. And that's what kicks off this feeling of you're realizing that you are just sitting on the fence because you don't know what to invest your heart into at this point. You don't know what way to go. It's like you want to put everything in, but there's a question: what to put it into? Where to put yourself into? This is a very deep question, very deep day. But there's just a question of your motives here. You may be hearing voices through music. You may be hearing answers. If you are asking, because of the High Priestess here, I'm saying, if you are asking deep questions, Hermit energy, then you might hear the answer through a song or through verses on a... like, you may be watching TV and all of a sudden the right words come right out in a weird scenario. Like, it may be background noise, and then all of a sudden, just one key phrase, you hear it, and it was meant for you to hear. For sure, with the Page of Swords. It may be online, you may be scrolling, and a meme talks to you. Okay? It's going to come out of nowhere, your answers. So you have Cancer, you have Capricorn, we have Pisces, Virgo, Libra, Aries. We even have Aquarius here, and we have Scorpio. So many different signs. Doesn't have to be any of these signs, but I just want to give you just an understanding of what you're dealing with. Maybe you're dealing with some of these signs, and you realize that you are making this kind of decision. And even if you're not, it's just an important question to ask yourself, is what Spirit wants you to be aware of. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing anything? Is it because you feel that way? Do you feel guilty about something? Do you feel like obligated to it? Or is it light and happy and you want to because it makes you feel good? Question it. Question everything. All right. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.